Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Priya ma'am. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Good afternoon to all,
Good afternoon.
and good afternoon to all my lovely warm greetings to. So, first of all, I extend a very sincere warm welcome to all of you present here. I would like to welcome all of you. So, on the behalf of Khusruwadia Institute of Technology, Department of Electronics and Telecommunication, Pune, under the IST Students Chapter, is organizing a webinar on motivational speech and career guidance by Mrs. Priya Rohit Madkar. So, Mrs. Priya Rohit Madkar, uh, who is SAP administrator in Pinnacle Solution, which is located in Dubai. She got a gold medal in Science Olympiad in December 2010. She was the member of RCDYP and also member of ISLE, that is Indian Society Lightning Engineers, and she was a student organizing committee member of IEEE, that is International Conference on Energy System and Application, held in 2015 at Dr. D.Y. Patil College. So she started her career as coordination engineer from Jayashree Electro Devices. Then she go for her higher studies and completed her masters in electrical. Then she loves teaching and also loves students. She loves to solve their problems, and therefore she also works as a lecturer in Navasahyadri Engineering College. And simultaneously, she started her own school named as Sanskar Preschool. Okay, and then she delivered more than 20 lectures on motivation and on students' parent relationship, on student behavior, on personality development, and many more. And also, she is departmental advisory board member for electrical department in Dr. D.Y. Patil College, Pimpri. Okay, now I request to Mrs. Priya Rohit Matkar, Priya ma'am, continue this session.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you, Miss Pooja, for this brief introduction. After this introduction, I don't think that I should introduce myself again. Today, I'm here to deliver you a motivational speech. First of all, I thanks to the principal V.R. Rao sir, Vice Principal A.S. Chandak sir, and Miss Pooja for giving me this opportunity to deliver a lecture. It's my pleasure to assist the students. I always like to spend my most of the time with the students because every time when I talk with students, I remember the time when I was a student. I remember that lack of confidence, that fear, that afraidness which is in me when I started my journey as a college student. And therefore, I always trying to know what students are thinking right now, what situations they are facing, what problems they have. And main problem I found that there is a lack of confidence in students because of their communication. So I want to tell the students that always remember to learn technical things. Your weak communication or your language never creates any barrier for you. You are having the chance in your academics to build up your communication with your academics, with your technical skills also. So it is the platform where no one is going to judge your communication, or no one is here to judge your communication mistakes. It might be happen sometimes that you are trying to communicate in English, but you won't because of your words dictionary. Most of students wants to speak in English, but they can't because of the fear of insultance. They were only think that if their grammatical mistakes happens, everybody is going to laugh on them. But it's not true, because here is no one is perfect. everyone having its own plus and minus points. Albert Einstein said that everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. So don't think what others are thinking about it. And don't be afraid to speak in English. It's okay if it is wrong for the first time, for the second time, and many wrong ways. Next time also, again and again. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. So keep trying, and one day will come on which you are very comfortable with the communicating in English. Just try and make sure while this trying period, never think about your grammar. Just collect the most appropriate words. Try to build up your words dictionary. With the help of that, try to make proper sentences. And then day by day, you are automatically realizing your grammatical mistakes, and at that time, correct them. Okay. And one more thing, whenever you saw a person or a student who is getting efforts to learn something, whatever whatever it may be, it's an English, it's your technical or non-technical subjects, or anything like cooking, dancing, anything, never tease them. Don't compare your life to others and don't judge them. You have no idea what their journey is all about. Always be there for them, support them. If they are doing any mistakes, then tell them privately. Never insult anyone. Your one word of appreciation can make his life. And you too feel so happy after helping the others. In seeking happiness for others, you will find it in yourself. So when you are trying the new things, never think about the people. They are only there to comment on you. Might be good or bad. In both conditions, you have to be stable. You should have that ability to face such situations with the calmness and kindness. Always have a control on your anger, because anger is no longer exist, but its impact exists so longer. And after that, you always regret on that situations. So don't give any chance to regret on situations because of your anger. Most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. So you are students. We all are students, because up to last breath of our life, we all study something new. Even our last breath also teach us something new. So always have a habit to listen, and just not listen the things. Try to understand the motives behind that and find out your ways. One more thing, as I said, while doing the new things, don't think about the people. It's only applicable for the things which are we are doing for the others' goodwill. Otherwise, some students can took the meaning as per their mentality or as per their understandings, and will doing the things which are against the campus rules or civilians rules, and then they will be say like that, it's not our mistake that ma'am told us to do anything without thinking the people. So it's not like that. Always think about the people, their safety. Always try to maintain the peace. Follow the rules and guidelines of your teachers, parents, friends who are there for you only. Always try to build up the good relationships with everyone from bottom to top level, because these relationships reflects your personality to groom up, and also to contribute to forming you a better person. Next thing is never afraid to ask any questions or any doubts you have. If you have a technical doubt, then directly discuss with the teachers. Teachers are there to help you, and you are the students. Keep always in your mind that a student can ask any silly doubt which is in your mind, because we admitted to college for that purpose only, to know the things which we don't know. And one more thing is that at a student level, so many doubts are there. Also, so many students are having the doubts in basics. That's why they never share their doubts with anyone, and keep that doubts along with them till the whole degree. But because of that small basic doubts, you can't get clear the big engineering concepts which were based on that small concepts, and the cycle goes on. And finally, after completing the studies, you will realize that I didn't learn anything technically, and you going to start blaming to teachers, faculties, college management, parents, and many more. So it's all right not to know all the answers. They will come to you when you least expect it. I think I think you all know about the buildings, about the construction. I know that this is not a relevant question to your branch, but I want to explain you something. Uh, how many of you know that what is the main base of our building? You can answer me through text box, chat box. You can text me. What is the main base of our building construction? No one? You can text me through dial pad. Okay, let it be. Foundation. We all know that the strength and capacity of the building is decided by the foundation. We cannot build the building until and unless its foundation doesn't get strong. Once its foundation gets strong, then no matter how many floors you are going to build, the same thing applies in your studies. If you want to build your education, your career, first make strong your foundation, strong your basics, and then can be done with the help of these all can be done with the help of your teachers. Always remember, teachers are always for you to clear your doubts, whatever it may be. But the condition is, but there is a condition, and the condition is that your behavior should be decent. I don't mean that decent means only the students who sit on front benches and making the proper notes, who get top in the examinations. Never. My definition for decent is that the students who are having the sense to behave with others, your way to approach towards your faculty, towards your college, towards your friends and family. No matter how marks you have scored in exam, because everyone is not going to judge you on your marks, but on your behavior. So firstly, be decent. And also the same, only decent students cannot get a job. For that, you have to be technically strong as well. So always focus on your studies first. I'm not that kind of a person who told you that to do only study, 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 and study. Of course, you are college students, so do masti as well, but knowing with your limits. Make friends, study together, and go outside, find out beautiful places, things, and so on. Collect the beautiful memories as well. But while doing these things, always remember your main focus, your main goal, that is study. Give the priority to your studies first. You're the teenager students, those age at which your mind and heart both are like a clay. You may get attracted towards the things which were not for you at this stage. Frankly speaking, always make friends. It may be girl or boy. Form a group which will help you for your group studies. Also, to share your problems and many more. But be away, I repeat, be away from making girlfriend and boyfriend. Because it's not the age to do such things. Mainly, these are the things which distract the students from their main purpose, that is study. So always make a Lakshman line around you and try not to cross the line. Because small step towards the right direction, can turn out to be the biggest step of your life. So this is very important advice for you all. Next, many of you are watching the motivational speech. I'm also here to give you the motivational speech. But you know, this speech doesn't work at all until and unless your mind and heart motivates you to do anything. What is the difference between those who never reach their goals year after year and those who achieve one goal after another? Yes, it's their self-motivation. Self-motivation is a force that keeps pushing us to go on. It's our internal drive to achieve, produce, develop, and keep motivating forward. When you think you are ready to quit something or you just don't know how to start, your self-motivation is what pushes you to go on. With the self-motivation, you will learn and grow regardless of specific situations. That's why it's such a fundamental tool for reaching your goals, achieving your dreams, and succeeding. From my point of view, you are the only person who motivates yourself. The best investment you can make is in yourself. Every successful person have its own story of success. They all were having the different stories with the different ways. But they all were facing the same scenario of situations and same cycle of circumstances. That is efforts, failure, pain, again efforts, failure, pain, again efforts, failure, pain, sometimes depression, again efforts, efforts and efforts and efforts. And finally, they reach to their goal. But after achieving that, they never stop. Again, they set the next goal and try to reach there. We are also having the same story. As every day we set a goal. You are a student, so your everyday's goal must be different, and it may be like small ones, as like you you decided to attend today's lecture, or you decided to do homework which is given by teachers to you, and so on. And for that, you are going to put your efforts. Many of you are going to put 100% efforts. Still, you were not reached to your goal. And some of you never put their 100% and not reach to their goal. And from these two type of students, the students, that is type 1 student, who put 100% efforts will 100% get success in next try, because he tried 100% for the first time, and next time he put again 100%, which will make his 200%. So therefore, always put your 100% efforts without thinking the result. Every successful person has a painful story. Every painful story has a successful ending. Accept the pain and get ready for success. And while doing this, never give the reasons to anyone, because no one matters about your reasons. Suppose you got 100 marks out of 200. Will that 100 will be your marks only? And if you got 50, still it your marks only. No one will ask you what was the reason of your less marks, or no one is interested to listen your circumstances of that time. So time is the most important thing in your life. If you lost this time without doing anything, then you will be always behind than others. You know, these educational years are really the fantastic period in which you can make mastis, and also you can make mistakes, in which you can ask doubts, you can ask for help also. This is a life, it's so easy. But in industry, you have been seen the exactly opposite model of this. You're not having the chance to do any mistake. If you did, then there will be no one who is going to help you. You have to fix your problems with your own help. Here is a lot of competition with lot of pressure. In academics, if you fail to submit your assignments on time, still your teachers gave you the extra time to submit them. But in industry, no one can give you the extra time. Therefore, always be punctual in your work. Always be punctual. And from today onwards, make the punctuality as your habit. It will be very helpful to you. Then decide your goal and start working on that direction. In my point of view, your future life is a reflection of your present behavior, your present habits. I think this engineering is the only course which groom up the students from every aspects, like from family point of view, from social point of view, from technical, and just from all the point of views. This is the discipline that applies the scientific principles to design and develop and to operate the structures of machines, apparatus, and also contributing in making roads, bridges, vehicles, buildings, and so on. Engineering is an extremely rewarding yet demanding and challenging careers, which allowing the opportunity to make a huge difference individuals and world. The world of engineer is to tackle some of the world's biggest problem. They helping in to save lives and create a fantastic new technological advancement that can improve the way we live. Engineers are the reason that healthcare has improved so dramatically throughout these years. The advancements in medical technology are down to work conducted by engineers, as well as the creation of devices that help to save lives and improve the quality of life for others. New developments are being created by engineers constantly. And the existing transport system, this existing transport system wouldn't be where it is today without the engineers. Many people surprised to discover how much impact an engineer have. Because In the world, most of the things are the creation of engineers. So proud to be an engineer. It's impossible to say how engineers will continue to impact the future. So engineering jobs are extremely sought after. So it's exciting to know that new jobs are appearing all the time alongside as the increases of new technologies. There are many jobs waiting outside for you. But the condition is you have that skills, guts, attitude to grab that job. And to grab that job, you should start to prepare from today onwards. Do your study well, but along with study, you should work on your personality development, on your communication, your attire, your approach towards the problematic situations. You should do hard work. If you do hard work in your diplomas 3 and degrees 3, that is means 6 years of your educational period, then I assured you that your next 60 years will be the most fantastic years. Really, will be the most fantastic years. So invest your these 6 years in study and get the refunds throughout the next 60 years. Is it a good deal? So in this academic period, we all we all blown up the big balloons of imagination in our mind. That is that is the khayali pulao we say related to our jobs. That after completing this degree, automatically I will get a good job. Then life will become so easy. Then I will do this, that, and so many. No, no, it's not like that. It's not that much easy as you think. Because today's situation is like if you sell your personality or do the marketing of yourself with the good and extraordinary skills, then only you can say your future isn't safe. So that's why start building your personality parallelly with your academics. Do some extra things which can support your academic study. Try to participate in every activity which is organized by your college. Forget about what will be the result. Because the main motive of these all activities is to build your confidence, to develop your communication. And besides of that, you can also do the industrial visits. I know that you all were having the industrial visits in your syllabus, but beyond that, you can do your own industrial visits. I want to share one thing with you that my husband personally done more than 126 industrial visits in his academic year. He having the bunch of certificates of that visits. He was crazy about industries, and he was always like to visit the industries and like to know the whole process of that industry, and he tried to clear his doubt from that visits, and really he collected many knowledgeable data which any book doesn't give us. The experiences of that industrial persons are the most valuable things he got from that visits. Also, he was appreciated for his visits from his college as well as from the recruitment team in which he placed through the college placement. And you all try to get placed from campus placements only. Because when you appear in your campus, you have only your classmates or college mates as your competitors. But whenever you go for the off campus, you need to face and have to beat so many competitors, which is quite difficult for you. So decide to get job from college placements only. This advice is for those students only who are willing to do the private jobs after diploma. And after diploma, you are having the engineering course also, and engineering students have many options after completing their studies. Like those who want to go for a job, they can choose government sectors, private sector, public sectors, that is PSUs, public sector undertakings, or you may also go for business, or you may go for further studies also after completing your BE, like doing masters in engineering or doing MBA. Let's discuss the streams one by one. Firstly, the private sector. In this sector, you can not only apply for your core production companies, but also for the IT sectors. For that, so many companies have the basic criteria that student should secure at least first class throughout his diploma, as well as throughout his degree, without any backlog. So therefore, to build up your future, you should start from today itself, even from the first day of your college. Focus on every day. Make a routine which can develop your personality, and strictly follow that, because you need to show your great performance during all these academic years with a good percentage. As I said, focus on yourself, and also focus on your communication. Simultaneously also focus on your aptitude, because most of companies having these aptitude rounds. Companies having basic 3 to 4 rounds. That is, the first one will be your qualification round, in which they filter you from your whole course marks secured by you, and then you are eligible for the next rounds. And second will be your aptitude test round. Try to prepare for this round from today itself. By R.S. Agarwal book, which is one of the most useful book to crack this round. And next is third, that is GD, your group discussion round. To clear this round, you have to prepare from onwards. Make a group of your own with your friends whom you can talk comfortably, and always take one topic during a week. Prepare for that, and conduct a group discussion by your own. In this, I requesting to teachers also that they should plan or schedule at least one period during a week for or extra lecture during a week for their group discussion purpose, in which they're going to conduct group discussion in front of you and guide them as well. So it will be beneficial for them. And the next round is technical round, in which you were being asked some technical questions by the technical team of that company. And for that, you should get cleared your basic doubts, which you are having now in your technicals from your subject teachers. Get cleared your all doubts from your subject teachers. Only this can help you to crack these rounds. Only teachers can help you. And again, one more thing, never use any local author. Never use any local author books while studying. Use only foreign authors. Problems to understand the language of foreign authors, at least use the standard author book which is suggested by your teachers. Okay, and prepare well. Next, it may be last round, will be your HR round, in which the HR team will ask you some casual questions to judge your behavior. As I said, they expect decent behavior from you in this round. So be decent always, as per my definition. And finally, you can get your dream job. If you wanted to go with the software job, then find out which software tool is on high demand now. Buy that course and learn it. That will give you the extra benefit, and these all extra activities you should do with your academics only. Never invest your extra time in these activities, because when you will complete your degree, you are having the plus point of that course, which will help you to easily grab the job. Also, now onwards, search different companies related to your field. What are their criteria? What is the selection process? Also search which companies are good for future growth. How can I get a job in that company? Start thinking and working on it from today itself. So you will be get more than enough time to prepare, and will be going easy to face the interview and whole recruitment process. Now let's move towards the government job. In this, you were having the options like MPSC, UPSC, and other engineering jobs. For MPSC, you can apply in two ways. Firstly, in technical MPSC, or and next is non-technical MPSC. Those students who want to join the government job, first decide to yourself that which kind of a job I want, and for which post I'm going to apply after completing my studies. Then try to know about what is the syllabus for that examination. What is the recruitment process for that post? Then calculate all causes and all ways of possibilities of that study. Simultaneously do these all things simultaneously with your academics, and start studying. But always remember, these extra studies or these extra activities should not affect your academics. If you started to prepare from now onwards, then you will be having a lot of time to understand the subjects, this exam process, and you will be get to know about your mistakes, and also you will be having more time to realize that mistakes, and you also have the time to recorrect your mistakes. And this will improve your performance, and by default you can score a good marks. In MPSC, UPSC also you have 3 steps. That is, first is your preliminary exam, in which they are going to filter you through the exam. This exam will be objective type, and it have 2 papers. That is, I think CSAT will be your first paper, and maybe social science, that is general science, is the next paper. Whereas CSAT includes the aptitude questions. Aptitude is the most important subject, so focused on that. And CSAT includes the aptitude, and social science includes the all other subjects like science, polity, geography, extra subjects which were included in that syllabus. And for the technical exam, the subjects are including the technical subjects with this aptitude. Okay. And next round, second round, is your mains exam. After qualifying the preliminary, you can go with the mains exam, in which they are going to figure out your way of thinking, your approach towards the problem, and which situation, at that situation, which solution you prefer. They can judge through the subjective exam. And after that, the third round will be your interview, in which they are going to judge your personality, your behavior, your confidence. They are going to check that are you having that spark that any officer should have. Again, the decent behavior. So be decent. And after clearing these 3 rounds, you will be get qualified for that job. Also before your actual posting. So prepare for that also. Now the next is your PSUs, that is the public sector undertakings. To get job in PSUs, you need to clear the GATE exam. GATE is nothing but the graduate aptitude test of engineering. You can apply for this exam in last year of your engineering. Just same like after 12th, you applied for CET. And if you cleared this exam, then you can get admission for masters also, where you can get the stipend, monthly stipend from government to complete your studies. Also, if you score very good marks in GATE, then you are having the chance to get admission in IIT for your masters. And also you may get a call for interview from PSUs. Generally, the PSUs are also having the examinations, including different rounds. These examinations are quite similar to government jobs, government exams. But GATE can give you the opportunity to appear directly for the interview. And if you, this GATE also includes the questions which are depend on your basics. So again, I'm telling you, clear your basics. Okay. And if you want to do MBA, then it's also having the CET examinations to get admission for it. And now let's move towards the business. Many of you wanted to start a business. How many of you can text me? Okay. But by just desiring to become a businessman, you won't become a businessman. For that, you should study the market first. What is the demand of the market? Then what products are on high demand? What machinery is required for that production? Where it is available? What will be its estimated cost? Then which basic knowledge will be required to operate the machines? And all after completing this brief overview of market study, decide your goal. Which product or software you are going to invest. Then never start your startup immediately. Never start your startup after completing this study. Also, never start your startup immediately. Find out the bit similar or quite similar production companies and get joined there as an employee. And remember, the company should be a small scale company, because only small scale companies can give you the overall knowledge. And if you work there as an employee or as a worker, then you will get a great experience to proceed further. And after that, when you will get confidence that now I can do my best, then start your startup. because every new startup requires an experience, a good experience, and you can get this experience only after working anywhere else like an employee. So I'm going to say one thing to all of you, that just believe in yourself. No matter how ups and downs are coming in your life, just believe in yourself. Always think positive, and always have the positive approach towards every situation. I mean every situation. Example, if you are in a class and your friends made mistakes and make noise, but teacher shouts on you by mistakenly with some misunderstanding, at the time just not show an arrogant approach. Just not show. Just think, let it be. It's okay if he or she shouts on me without my mistake. I know myself that I had not done that mistake, and move on positively. Never create issues of the small situations. Yeah, but after the lecture, go to that teacher and tell them that the truth, that I didn't make that mistake. That's it. And close the topic. If in this way you are starting to deal with the situations, you will be never get hurted, and you will be develop the habit of forgiveness, and you will also get the mental peace, which is more beautiful than other things, really. So always think in a different way, and enjoy your life. And I want to give some suggestions to teachers also, that try to build up your students' confidence. Make sure that they can ask you the doubts, questions they have without any fear. And always try to build up friendly relationships with students. And also try to arrange an extra lectures for them, not for the particular subject, for their personality development. Arrange the group discussions for them, arrange the PPT presentations at only classroom level, in a month or twice in a month, because at classroom level everyone can participate, and everyone can represent their self as they are. So which will be beneficial for them to improve their confidence and also the communication. So that's it. So here I am winding up my lecture. Hope you all enjoyed it and learned from this. I know applying all the things I said is difficult, but if you apply at least some part in your routine, then I will be satisfied with delivering this lecture. So, and if you have any doubt or any problem with your academics or else, you can contact me anytime, and I will definitely try my best to help you. And one more thing, just for your information, you might be knowing the SAP. Nowadays, SAP is on high demand. It is an ERP software which is having a good and bright future career opportunities. Um, my husband is working in the same field as a project manager, and I am also working in the same field. My husband already started to guide the students on Udemy. It's a worldwide platform, online platform. And after that, students request us to guide them to start their career in SAP. So we plan to start the proper course in definite manner. I think by the next maybe in Feb, we are trying to complete with our syllabus designing process and formalities. So in future, anyone wants to build up their career in this field, then do not hesitate to contact me for further guidance. So thank you all of you.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, students, is there any query you can ask to ma'am?
Yeah, you can ask me any queries, any doubts you have. If you are hesitating to ask here, you can contact me anytime. and you can ask me the doubts in your language also. That is कधीच मराठीत विचारायचंय बाबा मला येत नाहीये विचारायला, तर असं सुद्धा विचारू शकता तुम्ही मला मराठीत सुद्धा माझ्याशी बोलून विचारू शकता की मॅडम मला असा डाऊट आहे. कुठला पण बेसिक डाऊट असू द्यात, कोणता पण प्रॉब्लेम असू द्यात, आय एम देअर टू हेल्प यू. आणि जसं की गावाकडून वगैरे जे काही स्टुडंट्स आलेले असतील किंवा ज्यांना असं भीती वाटते विचारायला किंवा ज्यांना वाटतं की मला इंग्लिश येत नाहीये, इंग्लिश हे करण्यासाठी मी काय करू किंवा काय, तर कोणतं पण काही पण प्रॉब्लेम असू द्या तुम्हाला, इव्हन टेक्निकली जरी काही प्रॉब्लेम असला, मी काही असं म्हणत नाही की मला टेक्निकली सगळं येईल किंवा इव्हन तुमची फील्ड माझी फील्ड थोडीशी वेगळी आहे, फील्ड म्हणजे स्ट्रीम, पण जर त्यात मी तुम्हाला काही हेल्प करू शकत असेल तर मी नक्कीच करेल. आणि त्याच्यामुळे कोणता पण डाऊट असू द्या, इव्हन करिअर रिलेटेड, इव्हन कोणत्या सिच्युएशन्स, फॅमिली प्रॉब्लेम्स, काही तुम्ही माझ्याशी शेअर करू शकता. अँड आय एम देअर टू हेल्प यू. सो थँक्यू अगेन. आणि जर कोणाला काही डाऊट्स असतील तर ते इथे पण फ्रँकली विचारू शकता. इव्हन मराठीत विचारले मला तरी चालतील, काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही.
Okay.
इज देअर एनीवन हॅव एनी डाऊट? ओके.
Yes.
कारण मला माहितीये मी पण या फेज मधून गेलीये. स्टुडंट लेव्हलला असतात खूप डाऊट. आता पण खूप जणांच्या मनामध्ये डाऊट असणार आहेत. खूप जणांना वाटत असणार आहे हे विचारायचंय, ते विचारायचंय. पण विचारणार नाही हे मला पण माहितीये. इव्हन जरी कोणाला काही पर्सनली विचारायचं असेल तरी विचारू शकता. म्हणजे आता इथे काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही. थँक यू ऑल.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. I extend a very hearty
Okay.
Mrs. Priya Matkar, ma'am, who spared time from his busy schedule to grace the occasion. I'm sure that the speech of Mrs. Priya, ma'am, is not just a string of words, but will be powerful motivation speech. So they not only help us grow, but also strengthen our creativity and knowledge. So thank you, Priya, ma'am. Thanks to my lovely students to attend this lecture. So wish you all the best for your bright
Thank you.
future.
Thank you, ma'am.
So I announce that
For this
today's
lecture.
event.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, students. Then let's stop here. Thanks to all. Now you can leave the meeting. Okay, bye students. Bye. Yeah, ma'am.